Dudemont's Journal, 2024. The streets swarmed with trash, but the people around here are just as dirty. Mega corporations fight for power, grabbing the people's eyes and ears and even their mouths, making them do whatever they want at any turn, all in the name of malicious greed and worse intent. But who needs to worry about the shadows upstairs when we all have shadows of doubt?
Oh, man. Alright. Let me get up. Man. Anything in the fridge? Answer the phone. Alright, I'm getting it. Hold on. Yeah. Hello? Who is this? Why'd you keep breathing like... I don't know, on the ground. What's this? Find William Clark. Oh my god, a serial killer. See if I can find William Clark. Never heard of him. Man, you telling me I ain't got no... Let's see if we can find this guy. My neighbor's pushing me like this? Damn. Whoa, what the f***? Alright, looks like we're there. So we're nearby, right? Looks like we are. Okay, 4th floor. This can't happen at the last case, man. Is that a dead body? Oh shit! Key just on the ground waiting for me. Okay, let's turn this off.
Dudemont Journal, Entry 2. While doing my investigation, I noticed some things. The first thing I noticed was the space of the crime scene. How the 8mm shells were so far from the victim. Sign of a struggle, perhaps? Maybe. The killer also looted the safe, but they left the smart disk upgrade vial. Why would you kill someone and open their safe just to not take everything that's in it? Maybe because the killer was ordered not to. But who was William Clark? William Clark was a 45-year-old man who had some criminal history. With times being as tough as they are, he tried to request some life insurance, but he was rejected by an unknown source. William Clark was also an organ donor. Maybe he was trying to make up for his past, or maybe he was doing the right thing. Either way, he ended up the same place everyone else does in this city, dead. But before leaving, I would do some more digging. I found his work ID. It turns out he was a marketing executive at Rim Terrence Corp. And I found a crumbled up, burnt piece of paper that said, "Don't forget who owns you." Maybe it was a message sent before the hit, but the last thing I would find is going through the trash. I found a receipt for Amber Judge Restaurant for a hamburger, donut and churros. Now, last time I checked, Clark was a donor, so why would he want his blood so thick? Unless he's paying for him and someone else. But for me to find out who that someone else is, I need to track down that restaurant. The silent alarm was tripped, so I had to cut the investigation short and make a move. With me now finding a lead, I decided to go to the city hall to take on the case. After doing this, I had a choice. I could go to his workplace or go to the diner, but I figured the diner would be my best option.
So I made my way throughout the city. But with me knowing there's a killer on the loose, how do I know if there isn't a hit on me too? And someone's just waiting to get their money. Can't think about that now. The killer could strike again and I need to stop them. With me arriving at the Amber Judge restaurant, I have a coffee, then I get to work. I end up talking to one of the staff and bribing them to give me a guest pass. Now that I use the key code to get into the office, I managed to get onto the computer and go through the surveillance cameras. Then after spending some time going through the surveillance, I saw them. William Clark and his friend sitting down together. I then printed this out as evidence and then made my way to the same seat. And I found a crumpled up piece of paper that had a note on it saying,
"Starting soon in Dudeland, anonymous support group. Come and share the load. Amber Judge Restaurant, Wednesday evenings."
I saw a smaller note at the bottom saying, "Go to this, Willem. You'll feel better for it. Tell them Jatara Woodard sent you." With me not knowing who this person is, I looked in the city directory to see if I could find her. And I did. And I tracked her down to her apartment, where I would then question her if she knew Willem, with her responding back that she did know him as they was colleagues at Wim Terrace Corp. Now after making sure I'm talking to the right person, I would warn her about a killer being on the loose. I'm just telling you, William's dead? He's dead. I knew something bad was gonna happen. What do you mean you knew? You have to help. William mentioned someone called Elisa Schaffner. Who is this Elisa Schaffner? You think Elisa's a hired killer? Now with me having a name to go off, I had to do my research and find out who this Elisa Schaffner was. But before I could, I noticed Jatara decided to go on a midnight stroll. I just told you there's a killer on the loose and you're walking around? What the f***? Why she would decide to do this after I told her a killer would be coming for her, I have no idea. But some things in this city just don't make sense. But I would head back to Amber Judge Restaurant so I could use the city directory to find out who Eliza was and where she lives. Just knock on the door, man. I waited a bit longer after knocking, but with no one coming to the door, I decided to peek under, and I saw that no one was there. After seeing this, I would lockpick my way in to be surprised. It said someone was coming to the door, did it not? One more knock. Alright, you ain't picking up. Me and the man got into a fight. Now I got a feeling he was waiting for me when I got there. But either way I knocked him out. And I continued with my investigation. Dudemont's journal. Entry 3. I tried to search the man afterwards so I could find out who he was, but he had nothing on him. So I continued by searching the room. I found a letter that said,
"Praise Uncle. He will lead us to our Eden. Blood is sweet when it is shed with reason."
I'm now starting to have a different idea of who gave the hit. Could it be that now the city's got a cult to deal with too? I wish I had more time just to figure this out. Damn it! But frustration aside, I continued investigating the room. I would find a drawer with a ring and a pair of glasses in there. Could this be something my killer would use? Is my killer and the male I just knocked out together? More than likely. But I also found a letter on the side. One that was for Eliza Schaffner, our killer. She was given fines, assault by pointing, trespassing, possession of a deadly weapon, disturbing the peace. All of these to be paid. Seems this lady has a track record of trouble. But while I was doing my investigation, the man woke up, and then we'd continue right where we left off, and he would be knocked out again. After this, I would continue my investigation, but I'd find nothing I'm looking for. Optician prescriptions, tenancy agreements, things I do not need. Until I found it in the kitchen. A note on her cupboard, with Jatara Woodard's name on it and her address. I also found a videotape, but I don't know how to use those, so if someone in the comments could tell me, I'd be much appreciated. But I digress. But when I turned around to leave, I saw the man up again locking the door. Has he already called the murderer? Is she on her way back now to tie up a loose end? I tried to sneak around some more, but he found me. but it ended up just like it did last time for him, but only worse.
Man, I hit him in the air.
I would go onto the computer and use one of the notes that I found that had her password on it. And there she was. Here's our murderer, people. The person who killed Willard Clark. I went through the emails and there it was. New target.
Miss E. Schaefer, the board has formally requested the termination of a new target. Jatara Woodard, 603 Nicholas Terrace. You have 2 hours. Delete this email upon receipt.
And I found another email for William Clark, to which after she killed William Clark, she would receive another email saying,
The board is grateful for your competence. Please accept this sync disk as a form of payment.
this would explain why she left the other sync disk in the safe. After I printed out both of these as evidence, I would leave. I would make a way to the clinic and try to get some medication, as I was in a lot of pain from the fight I had. But with me realizing what time it was, I had to make a move back. I had to check if Eliza had caught Jatara yet.
I warned her and she went to the shop. So I need to see. You're kidding me. Jatara, I told you. I fucking told you.
Now with Jatara dead, I know my time to capture Eliza's running out, so I had to move fast. I questioned the locals when one came lucky. Someone told me they saw her around the Mills Hotel, so that's why I went next. But before going down there, not knowing if this is gonna be my last case or not, I decided to take my last sip. With me arriving at the hotel, I speak to the receptionist, and I ask if she's seen the suspect anywhere, to which she tells me she saw her in the first floor basement of the building. Now with me knowing that's our next location, I go downstairs, and I see her.
That looks like... Hold on. Ooh, I found you. Hey, Eliza. No, let me talk to you. Hey, do you know this person? You know, Jatara Woodard. You saw them today, right? Okay. Do you know this person? William Clark? You saw them today as well. Damn, that's crazy.
After confirming she was there for both murders, I tried to arrest her, but she was too quick, running to the alarm and sounding it. This would cause the hotel security system to intervene, as sentry turrets sprang out, spraying bullets everywhere. If I didn't make it to cover, I would have died. I tried to go downstairs to find a better route, but there was more cameras waiting for me. I saw Eliza take one last look at me as she tried to run off. As the locals tried to stop me, it wasn't enough, as I pushed through all the beating they tried to give me, and I handcuffed her. After doing this, I would search her, and I found the same gun she used to kill both the victims. After she knew I found it, she screamed to the locals to sound the alarm, but no one was hearing it. With Eliza being handcuffed, her time was up. It was time for me to hand in the case and solve this mystery.
Come on, man, that's her done. That's her done. Fingerprints, everything. That's her done. Yeah, that's correct. All of them correct. What? Come on, man. Solved. Now, having finally completed the case, I would go home to celebrate. But when I got home, I started thinking. Key just on the ground waiting for me.
Don't forget who owns you. Starting soon in Dudeland, anonymous support group. Come and share the load. Praise Uncle. He will lead us to our Eden. Blood is sweet when it is shed with reason. Requested the termination of a new target. Jatara Woodard.
Key just on the ground waiting for me. Find William Clark.
Someone told me they saw her around the Mills Hotel.
Yeah. Hello? Who is this? Why'd you keep breathing like...
Find William Clark.
I think someone wanted me to find William Clark, and I think that same someone wants me to uncover the cult. Looks like this rabbit hole gets deeper, and this case
gets more interesting.
This is my last entry for the night. Signing out.